Matthew Stuckey here from Verity Baptist Church Manila and Verity Baptist Church Pampanga, just providing you a quick missionary update. And I'm actually going to be giving you a yearly missionary update in this video. And so this past week, obviously, we had the holiday season. We still went soul winning and everything. We got, I think, 73 salvations this past week as a church. It was exciting because a lot of those totals were people getting family members saved while they're home in their provinces and visiting family for Christmas and New Year's. And so that has been great. And, for the year, I don't have all of the results in front of me right now because I'm actually having a problem with my computer. But I know that we had over 6,000 salvations as a church in Manila, and also we had salvations in our church plant in Pampanga as well. So we averaged over 500 salvations per month. Just over 2,000 of those were from the missions trip that we had in February of 2019. So outside of that, we basically averaged about 80 souls saved per week, which we're excited about. We didn't really know what to expect our first full year in the ministry, and I'll say that we had ups and downs with that. When we started the year, we were in Rizal Park, and so on Sundays we'd regularly get 40 plus people saved every Sunday, sometimes 50, sometimes even more, because there's just so many people at Rizal Park and so many opportunities to talk to people. You can talk to groups. It's like the perfect soul winning area, but it wasn't the best place to build a church because everyone's just kind of passing through. And so we moved the church, and our door-to-door soul winning on Sundays in terms of souls saved is quite a bit down from what it was in Rizal Park, but that's also where we're getting visitors coming to church. But we do have all-day soul winning Saturday as well, where we're getting a lot of people saved. And so for a little while, we're definitely easily able to kind of hit 100 there for about a month and a half. Right now, we're kind of struggling with the area we are on Sundays in terms of getting a lot of people saved, because we've knocked most of the doors before, and so we're trying to branch out to new areas, come up with new ideas, and we've done this kind of several times since our ministry started, of coming up with new ideas to get more people saved. And so on Saturdays we're getting a lot saved, but we hope to be able to try to average 100 souls saved per month instead of 80 souls saved per month on average this coming year. And so anyways, we're excited with that, over 6,000 salvations. We do a lot of our soul winning in big public parks where we're not really in an area where we can baptize people. So we weren't really sure what to expect with baptisms. I don't have the number in front of me, but we did average more than one baptism per week. And considering most of those salvations weren't really candidates for baptisms, we're not upset with that, but obviously we'd love to improve our baptisms this coming year, come up with ideas and plans, do a better job of trying to follow up on our converts, or figure out who the good converts are and really try to compel them to come to church and get baptized and join the church. We've definitely had new families join our church, which has been exciting. Obviously, with any church, people come, they go. Even people that you love, people that are part of the church. And so you have to constantly be growing, otherwise you're going to be dying out. And our numbers, our attendance is definitely over what it was a year ago. We definitely have had new families come in, people that don't really know what the new IFB is. And we're excited to be a part of the new IFB and have so many like-minded great churches out there. But it's also great to reach people that don't really know what the new IFB is and try to teach them from the ground level about salvation and soul winning and just the first things after you get saved, and help them grow. And I believe you can do that just with people that don't know anything about the online ministry. And so that has been very exciting for us and as a church. And we've also had some people get married this year at our church, and also new children come to the church. New babies have been born, and also my wife is going to be giving birth here shortly, and some other ladies at the church who prayers were answered, that God definitely opened up the womb for them. They had been waiting to have children, and we're excited as that day is going to be coming soon. They're going to be having their children born, so we're very excited for them. And so a lot of great things happen with our church. But also even outside of that, in terms of just my general preaching, I haven't actually found it as difficult as maybe I thought it was of preaching several sermons. Now, I've definitely found other aspects of the ministry to be more difficult than I expected. But I've actually really enjoyed preaching sermons, but it is definitely a challenge to preach the whole counsel of God, because the Bible is full of so much information. And looking back on the first year plus of ministry, there's some topics I really haven't covered that much, and it shows me that the Bible is just incredibly in depth. And so on my preaching calendar, I've got kind of those topics coming up here in the next few months, because I want to make sure we're hearing everything the Bible has to offer. There's so much in the Bible to teach. And so that's been fun, that's been exciting, and also just very exciting to have our church plant in Pampanga. That is less than 2 months old, but we're very excited. And, at the beginning of the year, I told some of the families that are in Pampanga that I hoped, I had a vision to possibly start a church in Pampanga by the end of the year. And many things really had to come together. And it was more of just kind of an exciting hope or dream. But then when I was really thinking about everything that needed to come together, I was thinking, man, it's going to be difficult. But starting even back to the Mega Marathon, we really tried to get to know the families better in Pampanga. We definitely knew that there were families ready for this church. A family moved, they were overseas Filipino workers, and they moved back to the Philippines. They're from Pampanga, and they're part of the church. And we knew we had a nice, core of families there ready for the church. And we didn't mind starting off small because we knew we had families that are faithful, that love the Lord, and they love the things of God, and they're excited for this church. And so we're excited for that. And so every other week I've been going down basically to preach both sermons in Manila, then both sermons in Pampanga. So sometimes 4 sermons in one day. And it definitely has been exhausting, but, it's been exciting seeing what the Lord's doing there. And we have a lot of men at our church that have the ability to preach. They're going down there and preaching as well. And so we kind of prepared this going back, 8 months ago, going all the way back to the Mega Marathon. And we got to know the families a little bit more and more and more. And we decided it was ready to launch that church. And so we're very excited with how things are going. There's definitely been some obstacles to start off in terms of we haven't moved into our new location yet that we were kind of expecting and things such as that. But, it's definitely been great. It's been exciting, to have a new church there. And that's our main vision, whether it's in Manila or Pampanga, to get more churches started. And so we're started as a church plant, and our goal is to do the same thing and increase and get new churches started. Many exciting events coming up this next year. We have a lot of things we want to do even bigger and better than we did this past year. We got the mission trip coming up here in February. It's not too far away, and so we're excited about that. And last year we had a lot of people saved, 2,009 total. I'm not sure if we'll have as many people this year because there's so many events in the new IFB that people might choose to be a part of, which is completely understandable. But however many people come, we're excited about it. I believe it's going to be better than last year. We've got some big plans for it. It's going to be exciting. And we're just excited that our church has grown this past year, both numerically and spiritually. And, whatever rate we grow, it's okay because the Lord builds the church. But we're happy that we have grown and reached new people and gotten a lot of people saved. And, we look forward to doing things bigger and better this next year. So I just want to thank everyone who's prayed for our ministry or maybe visited our church. And, we really appreciate all of your prayers and your thoughts and people that tune into our ministry. And in any way that we can help you, let us know if there's anything we can do for you. If you have any prayer requests or things that you need. We're just looking to do things even bigger and better this next year. And we're not the only ones here in Asia that are doing the work. There's soul winning groups we know in Singapore, in Hong Kong, in Dubai, and they're doing the work in just various areas here of this part of the world. And, we're very excited about that. And some don't even have, ordained pastors leading them. They just have soul winning groups that are tuning into the online ministry, listening to sermons, and then going out and doing the work. And, I do believe that when it comes to the new IFB, it's not just in the U.S. I believe it's going to grow globally. And we're excited to just be a small part of that here in the Philippines and even in this part of the world in Asia in ways that we can help those groups out. But continue to pray for our ministry. And thank you, and God bless.